Hello everyone, welcome to our 5th session of Massless Live AR/VR Draw. We are just about to get started here. I will be your host today. I am the founder and CEO of Massless, Jack Cohen, and in the hot seat we have Kamal. Hello Kamal.
Hey, hi everyone.
So Kamal, tell us a little bit about yourself before we get started. What do you do at Massless?
So I am the lead Unity VR developer. So I'm responsible for developing Studio and also the application that we're using to film these mixed reality filming videos, Massless Live. So I've been working on that since I joined the company last year. Prior to that, I was doing some VR development at BAE and data science work, where I spent 8 years working on that. But I decided to switch to VR development because I was amazed by the technology. And Massless seemed like a very exciting company doing something very interesting. So here I am, getting involved with VR.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kamal.
Yeah.
So, we're going to get started now. So, the name of the game is we're going to get a randomly generated word from, thanks to thegamegal.com/word generator. And this is going to generate us a word, and then Kamal has to. I'm going to send this word to Kamal in VR. I'm going to post it to him in our little mailbox that we have, and then Kamal is going to try and draw a representation of this word for us to guess, and whoever gets it right first wins the points. Okay, so you have to get the word exactly right. It can't be the word in a sentence. You know, this is like a pub quiz. It has to be the word. And the first person to give us the single word or 2 words, I'll let you know if it's 1 or 2 words, wins a point. But really what we're doing here is showing you what we can do with the Massless Pen and Massless Studio, and you'll be seeing it in augmented reality. So Kamal, can you just start to draw us a few shapes here now, maybe a few spheres and boxes and things? So as you can see, Kamal is in AR now, drawing these shapes out of nowhere. So this is the virtual reality view overlaid onto this camera that we have here. And then we can also see what Kamal is doing in VR. So let's go over now. So this is the view from Kamal's headset. So we're looking through his eyes and what he's creating. So we'll be going between these views to try and get a best look of what he's drawing. So, okay, that's the format for today. So now I'm going to get the first word for Kamal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to change to me. There we go. And then I'm going to hide some views here because we don't want you to see the word that I'm sending to Kamal. So let's do that. Okie dokie. Okay, cool. So I've hidden the views now, so no one can see the secret word that I'm sending to him. Right. So, or hopefully, anyway. Sometimes it goes wrong. Okay. First random word. Okay, so now sent the word over to Kamal. So Kamal will now open his little mailbox and see what I've sent to him. How are you feeling about that, Kamal?
That's a fun one. Yeah, I think that would be quite fun to do in VR.
Cool. So destroy that so no one can see it, and then we'll go over to Kamal in AR and VR. So if you think you know what it is, then say in the chat room. We'll be watching the chat feed. And first person to guess wins a point.
Okay, I'm going to keep it simple. Let's see if that will...
Okay, so Kamal's using the sphere primitives now, and he's placing a few spheres around. It's going a bit higher there, going in a nice little circular pattern. I think that's pretty good. That's a pretty good shot.
Don't have animation yet, but I think that's.
I think that's a pretty good. Okay, Dominic says juggler. Very close, Dominic. You're on the right track, but that is not the word we're looking for. Just a little bit smaller than that word.
Yeah.
You're so close, but not quite right. Juggle. We've got it. Woo!
Woohoo!
Brace yourselves for the congratulations. Congratulations! And then where are my sound effects? I think I might have removed them because it was too loud before. Okay, cool. All right, good job. So let's put Dominic on the leaderboard there.
I think that was a nice, easy one to start off with.
Oh, this is actually classified as hard
Oh, really?
in a random word generator. So maybe our standard's a bit too high here. But let's see what we come up with next. So we're going to go to round 2 now. So we're playing Massless Live, AR VR drawing.
Right.
The name of this game is Kamal's going to get a word sent to him in VR, and he's going to try and draw something that represents that word, and we have to guess it. So he's going to draw, we're going to guess the word, get a point. And sorry if there's a bit of noise in the background, but we're in the hardware lab here in Eagle Labs. So there's lots of people creating very cool, interesting things. Alright. Okay, so new word. Okay, this is a little bit abstract.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how we go. With this.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so let me just hide what I'm sending to Kamal. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I've now sent the word over to Kamal. Kamal's gonna now look at his word. How do you feel? How do you feel about that one? That's a tough one, isn't it? It's a tough one. So remember, the word is not always an object. It can be something that we've got to guess. So this one is a bit more abstract, not just an object or an action. I guess it's an adjective. I guess maybe. All right. So let's go over to Kamal now. Now he's got the word. Okay, so he's using the cylinder tool. And he's constructing a triangle. That's very good. So the name of the game is We're Drawing in AR and VR. And you need to guess the word Kamal is trying to represent. Yeah. I think he's doing a good job. I know the word, so it's cheating. So now he's pointing to this right angle triangle, and he's pointing to the hypotenuse.
Yep.
The sum of the square of the other two sides. Well, the square of the hypotenuse is the sum of the square of the other two sides, as we all know and love. But what is the word? What is the word he's trying to say? Any guesses from out there?
Right, let me do something else as well. I can have 2 or 3. I can have as many clues as I want, I guess. Let's have a
Okay. This is good. Dom was going to say, I was going to guess hypotenuse, but I still don't know how to spell it. The reason that's funny is Dominic has a PhD in theoretical physics. in don't want to have to correct me if I get this wrong or not, but in relativistic quantum information, one of the best 3-word thesis titles of all times. But nevertheless, does it
making it clear on this one.
let's go over to Kamal again and see what he's doing. So, okay, so we're looking for, it's a geometric term, for sure, used in everyday language. If you're going to cross the street, you might go straight, but, you know, what's another way? Dom's going for gradient. That's a bit too mathematical. We're looking for a more everyday word. But it represents the same thing in my eyes. Diagonal. Woo! Very good, Dom. Very good, Dom. Like, I need to get my my sound effects up. Let me just load them up now. Using a Winamp. Can you believe it? Okay. And congratulations to Dom, champion player here. Giving him a round of applause. There. Well done. And we need to update your score on the leaderboard. Okay, cool. Dominic's still going, he's saying slope. Cool, so I'm just going to get the next word now.
Mm-hmm.
So we're playing Massless Live AR VR Draw. The name of this game is Kamal's going to get a word and he's going to try and draw it in AR and VR, augmented reality and virtual reality, and we've got to guess what that word is. Yep, that's right, Dominic. There is a big delay between the live chat and the stream. That's just how Twitch works. There's just a real-time delay, so we get everything a few seconds later. Cool. Right, so the name of the game is Kamal's going to get a word. He's going to draw it in AR and VR, and we've got to guess what it is. So just while I'm finding the next word, Kamal, so what headsets are you using at the moment in your development? Which VR headsets?
So at the moment I'm using a Valve Index, which is Valve's own headset. So I don't know if a lot of people out there who have VR headsets already know that Valve originally partnered with HTC Vive, but then they went off and created their own headset. And I have to say it's quite a nice headset, very comfortable. It's an amazing display, and the design and sort of ergonomic feel of it is pretty much, I think it's probably the best one out there. I briefly use the knuckles controllers, which are quite interesting. But yeah, the Valve Index I'm very, very impressed with. Yeah, I think it has to be the best headset I've sort of used, I think, out of all of the headsets that I've used. It's heavier than the Rift, but I think the screen quality and the comfort of it is just way heads and shoulders above the Rift. And I'm also excited about, I think, Half-Life Alyx VR. So yeah, that's going to be pretty cool on that headset, I think.
Yeah, definitely. That's going to be a big game.
Yeah.
Half-Life has always been kind of really at the forefront of the technology, like graphics technology developments.
Yeah, and I think this is, when they announced that game, I think they were trying to say that actually we're still game makers at heart, and they've sort of seen that a lot of, there is some VR games out there, but there hasn't been what they would call a killer application, and I think this is the one that hopefully should draw vast armies of gamers into VR, into the mainstream. So let's see. But yeah, excited about that.
Right, awesome. Okay, I've got my word. I'm just going to transition over here, transition to posting my word over to Kamal in VR. I think this is a pretty good one. It's quite relevant for this time of year. So I have now posted my word to Kamal.
Okay.
Oh, yep. Okay, that's good. Okay, so once you're ready, Kamal, destroy that piece of paper. Okay, now we're going to transition to him. Okay, so how are you feeling about that word, Kamal?
Yeah, I think I've got a
Got
few
good
ideas
idea?
of how to do it. I think there's quite a few ways of doing it, but let's see if we can do the quickest way as usual.
So he's in the colour picker right now. Just picking a nice colour to start his drawing. Massless Studio is under rapid development with Kamal as a lead developer. So this is actually a few versions behind now in our software, and we'll be releasing a very exciting set of updates. Oh, that's great! I like it already, Kamal.
Actually, I thought of another one I can do. All right, I'm going to try this one, and then we might flip
back up.
Back up. I think it's no harm in.
Yeah.
So you guys can see that properly. Let's have a look.
So the name of the game is I've given Kamal a word, and he is now trying to represent it using the Massless Pen and Massless Studio in virtual reality. So Dominic has guessed letterbox. It's close. It's close. It's very relevant.
Close.
Very relevant to this word.
Okay, I think I've done this a little bit big, but I'm trying to put additional detail on there.
Yeah.
So let's see if that's gonna.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be great if you could have a resize the pixel paper, then draw on it. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice bit of detail.
Okay.
This is great.
Shrink that. Oh, okay.
This is a great one.
Okay.
Okay, so we're looking for a word. It's just a single word. And Kamal, Kamal, do that. We got to do that in AR. I'm just gonna transition to AR now. You got it.
Let's.
Oh look, there's a whole stream of them coming through. What could be in these envelopes? Are they Christmas cards, perhaps? That's nice. Getting a little bit of twist there. Let's go back into the VR view and see.
How can I do that? Okay, it's gonna have to be quick.
I think that was awesome. An attempt to represent this word. So we've got post from Dominic. That's not right, but definitely close. We're on the right theme here. And Dominic says, great drawing, Kamal.
Where are we?
Oh, that was great. I wish I got a clip of that, but we've got this all recorded so we can play it. We've got mail.
It's getting there.
It's all close. It's all great. But it's not the answer we're looking for.
Um,
can put a little bit of. We've got a really outsider one, hedgehog house. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one.
Not
either,
sure where that's coming from.
Clearly.
Oh yeah, that is good. Oh yeah, that nice rapping, Kamal.
Right.
Okay, so oh yeah, I can see what's going here. We've got a van. We've got in the traditional colours, I might add.
I'm going to do something a little bit more different.
Let's transition to AR here.
Just to see.
Oh, he's really going for it. That's ambitious. We've got Royal Mail van. So that's really close. We're looking for a single word. And what is this Royal Mail van doing? That is the key. What is he making? One would say. Let's transition back over to VR again. It's looking very, very nice. Delivery! We have the answer. We have the answer.
I want to finish off what I was going to draw there, I think. Yeah.
All right. Congratulations, Dom. Another point to Dominic. cheers there. Steaming ahead on the scoreboard. It's getting an early lead, but oh yeah, let's go back to Kamal here because he's doing something good. He's got some good action. Oh yeah. Kamal, is that the stork?
Yes.
Another baby?
Right.
That's very good. Very good. Let's have one more look at that in AR. Then let's go on to our next word. So come on, I'm just going to go and find our next word now.
Yeah.
And you know, the name of the game is we're drawing in AR and VR. I have a word, and Kamal was trying to represent that word using the Massless Pen and Massless Studio, and it's up to you, the wonderful people in our stream chat room, to guess what that word is. Kamal is a Unity developer here, a lead developer in Massless. And while I'm looking for the next word, Kamal, tell us a little bit about what you did at uni.
My degree was in computer science and artificial intelligence. So majoring on the core fundamentals of programming and computer science, but in my final there was a heavy emphasis on AI modules. So things like natural language processing, neural networks, machine learning. So it was quite interesting doing that degree because this was quite a long time ago. Before, I think now it seems like AI has exploded in the general population, and there's a lot of big companies and well-established companies using the technology. It's quite interesting that you sort of see stuff which I thought would take a long time to sort of percolate down into the mainstream, literally has exploded now. What's interesting is I also did a virtual reality module at university as well, and at that point it was using a technology called VRML. So it was a browser-based technology, and we didn't have any of the headsets that we have now. But then, yeah, VR seemed like it was still something that was within academia and research, and didn't seem like it was going to break into the mainstream anytime soon. But here we are now, like using these headsets and these technologies. So, yeah, I enjoyed my degree quite a lot, and it's interesting. The things that you think are going to take a long time to make it out into the real world, within like you'd be surprised how quickly they do eventually make it out and spread very quickly. So I think it's both of these areas, VR and AI and stuff, are a very exciting space to be in, I think.
And it's perfect for Massless and what we're doing here.
Yeah, perfect match, I think.
Okay, awesome. So we've got our next word now. So let's jump in. This is round 3. So I'm going to go over to my view, so we can't see what's happening in VR. Don't want you to get the word early. Okay, so let me just get in my little post box here, and it's really hard for me not to mouth the word like when I'm writing it. I don't want anyone out there can lip read. Okay, so you should have the word now. Okay, so how do you feel about that word?
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable one to do.
I think he's got a plan.
Yeah, I'm formulating the plan in my head.
I think it's good to think about it a little bit before you jump in. So Kamal's just opened up the spline menu here. Yeah. So we've got a few different types of splines: Hermite, Bezier, and just linear. And then we can have different shapes of those splines, like ribbon brush, or a ribbon shape, or a tube shape, or like this billboard sort of shape, which is good. Where it kind of looks 3D, but it's just a 2D geometry.
I think I might opt. Should I try? Why not? Right, let's try it.
So he's now in the color picker, just picking the hue, this saturation, and he's off. I think this is going to be a good one for Kamal because he recently did a drawing with a ship. It was a really great drawing. It's a bit of a clue there. Always a risky colour to go with.
It is.
Let's go in AR here.
Right.
No, it's looking good. It's looking good. We're safe.
We're safe, I think.
Okay, so we've got a boat, we've got a ship, we've got a boat. It's all good. It's all close, but it's not what we're looking for. We've got a barge, we've got a vessel. It's really coming hot and heavy here.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Right, let's...
Yeah, this looks great in AR. We've got a Viking longboat. I can see it. Yeah. But it's not right. It's all close. Kamal's just adding his finishing touches here. I mean, a barge isn't too far off, really.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Oh, that's good. That is good. Okay, let's go to VR. And then that might make that clearer.
So
we got a houseboat. It's very, very incredibly close. Houseboat. There we go.
Yes.
Well done, John. Well done, John. Let's get him on the leaderboard. We nearly had a house robot then. Right. This keyboard is really not my favorite. Do you ever find it when you're like working between 2 or 3 different keyboards that you just can't type? Okay. So John got the answer. Congratulations, John.
Yeah.
Wait, is his round of applause? There we go. Good job. Good job.
Right.
All right. Let's see what we've got going in here. Whoop whoop. All done. Cool. So while you're just sketching there, Kamal, yeah, definitely carry on playing around with that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and look for another word, but in the meantime,
Yep.
Can you tell us a bit about what you're doing at BAE?
So it was primarily in the data science space. Working with large amounts of data, so big data systems, and BAE was a leader in cybersecurity. So day to day, I was doing data science on large amounts of cybersecurity data, trying to look for cyber criminals and data theft and sort of hacks on sort of corporate systems. So BAE was sort of entrusted with doing that sort of work, and they were sort of leaders in that space. I originally joined that company. It was a smaller company actually called Detica, and they were a security company and sort of tech security company, primarily dealing with analyzing data for sort of government clients, law enforcement, and they were acquired later by BAE. But yeah, a very interesting space. A lot of smart people in that company, and I think they found a niche, and I think they were they were doing quite well at it. I think in cybersecurity, although now I think it's becoming quite a crowded space. I think they've realised that there's a lot of business there, and a lot of companies are going after that. And in this day and age, digital theft and cybercrime is quite concerning for a lot of people, both consumers and sort of enterprise. But yeah, and then I sort of managed to, I think I got to try out like a VR headset, and I wasn't convinced it was going to be an amazing experience, and then I was sort of amazed, even on something as, I tried a Vive, and even something as simple as a Google Cardboard, like the moment you put the headset on, you are transported somewhere entirely differently, and you're pretty much convinced you are literally somewhere else. Like, as I'm talking to you now, I know Jack's seated right near me, and there's a desk and a computer, but also I'm in studio now, and I'm in studio, but I'm aware that there's something else outside of this headset. But it's it's very convincing for anyone who hasn't tried using a VR headset. I definitely recommend it, especially something which is room scale and uses motion controllers. I think you get a different feel for it compared to things like Google Cardboard, where it gives you the view, but it doesn't give you that interaction. And I think this is what's amazing about the first time I use this pen. You're doing something. You can do something really interesting within virtual reality with a device like this. Um, but yeah, and yeah, just got interested really by VR, and I think that shifted me away from sort of data science. And I thought, yeah, this seems quite very interesting. I want to be part of this, and it seems quite nascent still as well. So a very good space to move into, I think. Um, but yeah, when I came here for my initial job interview, I think I wasn't sure exactly what the product was, and the moment I stepped into our first version of Studio, which was known as Showcase, I was blown away by it. And every time, yeah, you put on the headset and use the pen, and it still feels quite amazing. And I think that's something that I haven't lost that when I come into VR each time, I think.
Yeah, I think it is amazing. It
Yeah.
is so immersive, and the thing that surprised me is how calming it could be as well. It's actually really nice to be in this space and just start from a blank canvas and create this world around you, or explore your ideas, or explore your thoughts in 3 dimensions, which is so hard to do, like usually, unless you have this
Yeah.
kind of technology.
Yeah. I think people talk about you're quite isolated and separated from everyone, but I think for certain creative people, I think they like having that space and quiet to sort of create. You need that concentration and isolation, and I think VR can offer that quite well. I think sometimes people treat it as a negative, but actually it might be a powerful aspect of VR. I think it's almost very private space.
I agree. Okay, so let's go for our next round. Okay, so the name of the game is Massless Live Draw in augmented reality and virtual reality. I'm going to post a word to Kamal, and he's going to represent that in virtual reality using Massless Studio
Another
and the
one.
Massless Pen. And the wonderful people out there in the stream chat have to guess what it is. First person to guess the entire word gets the point. So I'm going to transition over to me now, so you can't see what I'm sending to him, you sneaky people. So let's get my little post box up. Okay. And I'm just writing the word. Sending it over. Oops. Yep, that has now been posted. Okay. So when you're ready, destroy the piece of paper. So how do you feel about this word now?
I think it's a slight tough one, but let's see. Let's see. Okay. First things first, there's something that I will definitely need to draw as part of this, and I might as well use.
So Kamal's now using the Bezier splines. So you can see the blue handles like you would have in a Bezier spline in Illustrator or Photoshop. And this sets the kind of curvature at that point of the curve. Splines having a long history in computer graphics and outside of computer graphics, of course, actually come from shipbuilding, and how you would make the curves of the bow. But then it has a very rich mathematical side to it. So looking good, looking good. Starting to take shape now. Let's see what we've got. We've got vines.
Mm.
Going over to
Yeah.
we've got plant of some kind.
All valid, I think.
It's all valid.
Based on what's been drawn
Maybe
so
a
far.
bit vague. We've got tulip. Wow, that's
specific.
Very specific. Okay.
Yeah, I think I need to.
No, that's it. That's the starting point. That's a great starting point.
Yeah, let's. Okay.
We've got a rose. Dominic's saying based on the shape, I would say it's a rose too now. Oh, what's Kamal doing here? Let me just transition to VR. So he just used the vector paper here to draw some lines. And now he's going to go to the revolve tool, and boom, look at that. We have a vase. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So now, oh yeah, this is looking great.
Now let's go.
Oh, what happened there? I think it's still good. We can still get it.
How long as the idea is there?
Yeah.
I think that's what
We've got a florist. Boom! Holy smokes!
Who was that?
That was John again, smashing it.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Is he cheating? Is he breaking into our system?
Has he broken in? Well, there's a group of potted plants, flowers, I guess. So
let's go over to the celebration. John's all about the cheers. He just wants those cheers. Well done, John. Quickly catching up, Dom. So I think we're going to go to our last round now.
Okay.
So we've done 5 so far. 3 has gone to Dominic, 2 has gone to John. Right. Nice. Good job, John. Well done. So we're here in Eagle Labs in Plexel right now. This is in the east of London, near Stratford. Actually very close to the West Ham Stadium for all of you football fans. And this is where the Massless engineering team is based. Kamal, he's joining us here. He's a lead developer, software developer, primarily in Unity. Kamal, so what was your kind of journey in programming? What was your first language? What's your favorite language?
So in terms of development, I started coding at university, and it was probably Java. That's what they taught at university.
Yeah.
And that's what I learned. And it's not only there's a bit of Prolog, and there's a language called Pop 11 that they used to teach on the AI courses. But it's only really when I came out of university I sort of realized that there was other languages that industry actually used. I mean, Java was obviously, it's an industrial language, like Java was used everywhere, but things like Python, C++, and then also with a lot of these game engines. So when I started becoming interested by using Unity, C#, but yeah, I mean, I'm primarily focused on C# at the moment, purely because it allows me to use Unity and develop VR applications, and for that purpose it's quite powerful. But I like the other languages. I've used Java quite a bit.
Java's a great one. Yeah. It's kind of similar to what the C languages as well.
Yeah, and I think if anyone who wants to sort of learn how to program, I think learning object-oriented programming, Java is one of the best ones to do, and then it just makes you comfortable with all of the concepts, and then picking up other languages becomes easier, I think. And yeah, so picking up C# wasn't that hard. I think it's quite a Java-like language.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
So we're going to do our final round here. So, oh, that was looking good. Come on. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to post a new word. This is going to be our final word for today. The sun is just shining through the windows there. Giving a nice view. So this is going to be a really funny word. It's going to be could be hard to do, but I'm excited to see where Kamal takes this.
Yeah, I like the challenging ones.
Yeah. Okay. So destroy that piece of paper so we don't see once you got your word. Okay, I'm going to transition over. So Kamal, how do you feel about this word?
It's pretty hard, but yeah, this is.
So while Kamal's thinking about this, so the name of the game is Massless Live AR/VR Draw. The idea is I've just posted a word to Kamal in virtual reality, and he is to represent this using the Massless pen, Massless Studio, and the wonderful people out there in the stream chat have to guess what this word is. It's a single word, and they're not always so obvious. They're not always a simple object. This one is definitely on the harder side, maybe to draw.
Yeah.
But it could be interesting to see what.
I'm trying to do it so that people can get it easily. I think it's going to be a challenging one, but let's see. Yeah, okay. Let's give this a go.
Okay, so let's join Kamal now in the VR view, just using a color palette. This is an old version of a color palette. We've now discontinued this one, but it served us well for quite some time.
Okay.
Excited to push out the new version of Studio soon, so keep posted. And lots of nice updates with the pen also coming out very, very soon. So we might get an insight into Kamal's mind with
yeah. that's exactly what you're going to get. Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Oh, I got it. I see where you're going.
Yeah, I want to do it as simple as possible, but I need to put enough detail so that people can. As I think, sometimes I've played games like this before, sort of Pictionary style games, and sometimes I feel like I overcomplicate stuff, and drawing a very good drawing of something which people don't understand is sometimes bad. Sometimes it's better to do, I think, a simpler drawing. Right, let's see. Okay.
Okay, so we've got some answers coming in. We've got solar system. I think that was the only one with just a sphere.
Okay, fair enough.
We've got bed, we've got sleep, and we've got snoring.
Okay.
So sleep is very, very close. That's the closest one so far, but it's not quite there. Snoring, also an insight into what's happening in other people's.
Right.
Okay, we've got nighttime, we've got bedtime.
Okay.
We've got tired, sleepy. We've got sleeping, really coming in fast now.
So, isn't it?
This is sleeping is very, very close. So now, come on, this is a great drawing.
I think it's drawing it so that they can keep guessing as I'm doing it.
Okay, we got dreaming, incredibly close.
Ooh, that's an interesting one.
Dreams, thinking, nighttime thinking.
I'm going to test my drawing skills, I think.
Okay, so now, what is Kamal dreaming? Dom's asking, what tense case word type is it? Dominic, you're asking for too much. Nightmare!
Yeah.
Woo!
I was going to do a Freddy Krueger, but I think that's...
it's nightmare, John. But go on, John, give us the tea. We have also had out-of-body experience. There we go. Well done, John. Well done.
Oh.
Okay.
That's
And
fine.
what a fantastic place to leave this today.
Yeah. Cool.
So let's give John his just dues and the round of applause. Congratulations. And the scoreboard is Dominic with 3, John with 3. So we are flat tie.
Okay. Is that
And,
the last one? Was that the last one, wasn't it?
Yeah. Is that Freddy Krueger?
That's what I was going to do, but I think doing a scary face was enough in the end.
That's
Yeah.
pretty scary. Yeah. But great to have an insight into Kamal's dreams. So this has been
Yeah, very fun.
Massless Live, ARVI Draw. I've been Jack Cohen, the founder and CEO of Massless, and we've been joined in the artistic hot seat by Kamal, our lead developer at Massless. Thank you, Kamal, for your time here. Thank you for your fantastic drawings.
Yeah,
Welcome back.
enjoyed it. Very
to
fun.
reality. And I hope you will join us for another session of Massless Live ARVI Draw shortly in the future. Have a great day, everyone. Goodbye. Over and out.